Hey, Shalom. Bear with me for a minute. Uh, shut that door.
I will whenever I get my stuff.
All right, first and foremost, say all praises Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hawashai, Ba'ashem, Makwa, Quadash. Double honors to the elders. Peace, citation, blessings to all the Akim, laboring in this truth. Shalom. And this I labeled this various topics. I just had some previous notes, just verses that I made note of. I'm just gonna get into those and just kind of see where the spirit take me. I hope this lesson edifying. But yeah, man. So let's see here. This is Matthew 10 verse 34. And it reads, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." You know, we know when day of the Lord, when Yahweh Shai, when he returned, he bringing a sword. As it reads, read again, Matthew chapter 10 verse 34. "Think not that I came to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." You know, and that's what's gonna happen, man. These this earth is gonna be cleansed. And how we cleanse it? Numbers Numbers 33 or 20. Let's see. Yeah, Numbers 35, Salaki. Number 35, verse 33. "So you should not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defiled the land, and land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." And Yahweh Shem Shai, he's sending judgment out on this earth right now, but the end all be all judgment when the ICBMs touch down and them heavens crack and Yahweh Shai and them angels and them chariots. But that's gonna be the cleansing of the earth, refreshing, new heaven, new earth, it's refreshed state, you know. Yeah, gotta kill off all these wicked, do away with the wickedness in this earth, everything, man, everything's wicked, you know. And this is a Babylon the Great, America, spiritual Sodom, Egypt. Everything under the sun over here is blasphemy. You know, the wicked have turned it upside down. So I want all brother on the comment board, Prince Yahweh. Psalms 47 verse 2. "For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth." Yep, that's right. So this is John 8 verse 44. Dealing with all the wicked. Says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And that's, you look at this current time, this current world we're in, you know, under the rulership of the wicked, and that's all it is, man. Just is lies, is murders, just wickedness, man. And like it said, they are of their father the devil, and it says, they abide not in the truth, because the truth is not in him. They don't have this. They don't have, the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Shai. The ungodly is void of light. They're in the dark. Let's see here. Get another one out of John. It says John chapter 14, verse 26. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, the Ruach Kodash, whom the Father will send in my name, in Yahweh Shai's name, he will teach you all things and bring all things to remembrance, whatsoever I said unto you, And that's why you got, brothers, in this truth now, because, the Lord, Yahweh Shai Shai, he put that, the Ruach Kodash on us, It's like, let's say, a man, was that a verse, a man's way, a man's going is of the Lord, you know what I mean? Let's see, this is John 15. I'm gonna get 26 and 27. It says, but when the Comforter is come, actually I'm gonna start 25. I'm gonna start 24, Salakia. Man, this is all good. I just want to keep read the whole thing. Salakia. This is John chapter 15. What did I say? 24. Verse 24, I'm gonna read on down. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not sinned. But now have they both sinned and hated both me and my Father. This wicked world, they hate, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and their actions prove it, Even these so-called Christians, going to their, pork chop eating pastor every Sunday, just to hear, maybe a verse or two, and then hear a motherfucker diarrhea at the mouth for an hour, and then eat them pork chops. You know what I mean? They're not seeking the Father. They're not seeking Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? They don't have the true names. And brothers in this truth, like me, myself, just a little testimony. I've always seek the Lord. I didn't know the names before I even got in this truth. You know what I mean? I had them thoughts. I had them thoughts. I was like, how, why they saying, Yahweh Shai, how they know he's, how they portray, Yahweh Shai to be, a white Jesus. And I always thought, how what, it just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? And then I was like, man, how they know that's his name and this and that. And I had a lot of questions, I got in this truth, brothers from GMS, and man, it all made sense. But I was already, Lord already had that on my spirit, that things weren't right. But I'm gonna go ahead and read on. It says, verse 25, but this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law, they hated me without cause. And I know, myself and brothers in this truth, myself, people been hating me forever, man. It seemed like man, no matter how good you do to someone, how righteous you are, it seems like they take advantage of, they do you wrong. You know, they hate you without cause, and their actions show it. Verse 26. But when the Comforter is come, when I Salakia, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me. You know, and that's we got that spirit on us, you know, we're testifying, you know, Yahweh Bashim Hashai, you know, with the Ruach Kodash, you know. 27, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. You know, we're calling to his truth, you know. The Lord, you know, like I say, you know, man's goings is of the Lord, you know, and we're bearing witness, you know, we're condemning this wicked earth, you know. Let's see, I'll get this real quick. This is chapter 16. John chapter 16, verse 20, you know. Yahweh Shai speaking, verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. You know, right now we're in that mourning state, you know, we're sorrowful, you know, we're vexed. But it say, you know, our sorrow should be turned into joy, you know. And when the you know, when the day of the Lord, how about some shy, you know, once the you know the end all be all, you know, that the missiles fly and the chariots come, you know, the Lord willing, we had that number. We're gonna be picked up by them chariots, you know, beamed up, and we're gonna watch this evil place burn down, and you know, at that point, you know, Lord willing, we had that number. Our sorrow is gonna be turned to joy. We're gonna be happy, you know, because we're not of the world. You know what I mean? This world is not. It's not for us. You know, just like I say though, this world now is for many, but the world that cometh is for few. You know. This is verse 21. A woman, when she is in travail, has sorrow because her hour is come. You know, pregnant woman. You know, when she's you know, about to have that baby, it's coming. You know, once that set time when it comes, it's gonna come. But as soon as she is delivered a child, she remembered no more the anguish for the joy that a man is born into the world, you know? And that's just like, you know, Lord, when we're that number, you know, once the Lord, you know, once we're out of this, you know, this wicked rule, we're not gonna remember this pain, this anguish, you know, we're gonna be, you know, rejoicing, you know, give all praise to you, how about Shema Shai, you know. But verse 22, and ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. You know, anytime we have anything good, and you know this shitty life, it seems like it get taken away. You know, or you know brothers have things that they think's good, but then just suffering comes with that too. You know, brothers have a woman or kids. You know, it's things that are supposed to be a joy. It's not. Not damn like man, like just. But hey, Lord give the hard battle to the strongest soldiers. You know, we're just soldiering up and enduring to the end. You know. Let's see. For this is First Timothy chapter 4, verse 14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. You know, verse 15. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them. that thy profiting may appear to all. Verse 16, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. You know, this holy Bible, brought out in truth and sincerity, Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. That's beautiful, because this is our path to salvation, being in this truth, seeking the Lord, and then doing these, brothers doing these videos on here, and it's maybe there's sheep out there sleeping, and brothers waking them up, they hear a video and that, just like brother's testimony, he was talking about, brothers, I guess they took him at gunpoint and yada yada, and, but that one Jake, he heard the names of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, and he said, "What are you saying?" That maybe like brother say, maybe that brother, turn away from the dark and turn to the light, But that brother hearing that name, like brother say, Yahweh Bashim Shai, kept the brother safe, delivered him out of that peril. This is Prince of Yahweh, Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. That's right. You know what I mean? Here, I'm gonna get this one while I'm here. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. It said, for bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of which is to come. This life now is a carnal life, It's what it says, be carnally minded is death, you know what I mean? So the things you do to get up in this life it's not gonna profit you in the kingdom to come, But doing the work, seeking Yahweh Bashim Shai, reaching out to the lost sheep, doing righteousness to the best of our ability, that's gonna benefit, in the life to come, and the world to come. Lord willing, we are that number. Let's see here. Because it's like it says here in Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 70, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, and that's what's coming, man, for all of us, in this truth, these devils, that's their agenda, they're pushing that hidden agenda, to really come after the men of the Lord, and they're trying to hit everybody with them jabs. They're trying to, implement the MOB. It's just there's a lot of wickedness going on in this earth right now. But reading on, 2 Ezra 16:71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as golden fire. But hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. The words of the Lord, they don't come back void. He said He's gonna deliver us. We have faith, and we show our faith by our works. And man, I said, Lord willing, we are that number. This is 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide, for They that have done wickedly have suffered for straight things, and yet shall not see the wide. You know, they're blind. You know, they ain't gonna see. You know what I mean? But that's how the Lord set it up. And this is 19. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none that hath understanding above the highest. You know, that's right. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High had given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things. And said, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. And that's a clear example of what's going on in the world today. They they are just straight blaspheming the word of the Lord. They put their own laws in that are totally against the laws of the Lord. And yeah, they promote wickedness. They promote you know just just evil, man. And then they deem you know people, brothers, on here preaching the word, men of the Lord. They deem them to be, terrorists. God damn, they're the terrorists. You know what I mean? The wicked, the terrorists. That's that, man. But hey, it's all set up. Just like in the beginning of this chapter, it kind of goes into that. You know, verse verse 9, 7, chapter 7, verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he should never pass the danger set before it, how should he receive this inheritance? There's a lot of danger set before us, and that's man. The Lord willing, He keep that hedge on us and keep that spirit on us to seek the truth, seek this wisdom, knowledge, and get understanding. This is so. I roughly paraphrase that a carnal mind is death, and here's I flipped to this had a note. The Romans chapter 8 verse 7, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. Verse 8, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of the Hamashiach, he is none of his. Wow, I just get chills reading that, brothers. It says, and if the Mashiach be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. Wow. I'm going to read verse 11 and 12 and 13. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Hamashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by the Spirit that dwelleth in you. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. That's why brothers doing this work. That's what brothers, listen to, brothers videos on here, just getting knowledge, wisdom, understanding, the body, it's starting with the elders on down, this is a big spiritual body, and the elders on down, brothers, they got that, they had that spirit on them for a long time, they're very knowledgeable in this truth, and yeah, there's an order to all things. I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Romans chapter 4, verse Verse 5, but to him that worketh not, believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness. I should read up a little. It's counted for righteousness. Verse 6, even as David also describeth the blessedness of the man unto whom Most High imputeth righteousness without works. Verse 7, saying, blessed are they whose iniquities are forgiven and whose sins are covered. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, will not impute sin. You know, if we're walking in this truth, you know, walking this light, best our ability, you know, we're not trying to go off, you know what I mean? And then, you know, if this flesh gets the better of us, you know, it's like flesh is prone to go off. If the flesh happens to get the better of us, you know, we feel it, you know, we're vexed that we were weak, you know. But that's why, you know, we're staying in this truth, you know, and giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, because without this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, then we'd be like everybody else is lost in this world. And we know what's coming, you know, prophecy tells us what's coming to this world. You know, the day of the Lord, you know, Zephaniah 1:14, you know. But I'm gonna get let's see. Matthew 13, verse 16. You know, this is to all the brothers, the Aki and the Akwath. You know, everybody in this truth, you know what I mean? This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. And this is verse 17. For verily I say unto you, Salakia, that many prophets and righteous men had desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. You know, that's beautiful, man. Because there's probably a lot of sheep out there in this world, you know, living righteously, you know, seeking after, you know, Yahweh Shem Shai, but you know, maybe they're not in this truth, you know. And it's a true blessing to be in this, you know what I mean? Because like it helps you deal with, you know, the said perils, you know. This is Matthew. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. You know, the good seed are the children of the kingdom to come. It says 39, the enemy that sowed them, you know, talking about the wicked seed, the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reap are the angels. That's beautiful, you know what I mean? Wow. You know, the devil, he sowed these wicked seeds, you know. I'm gonna read it again, we'll start at 37. Actually 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. And he answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. You know, the world, you know, the good seed are children of the kingdom, but the tares are children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. It says, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the world. You know, and we know the end of this world, you know, is what does it say? Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob is, the world to come. You know what I mean? Man, and those angels, man, they ain't gonna be playing around when they come back with Yahweh Shai. It's what just like I say, man, they gonna burn them up. And here reading on, it goes into that. Verse 40, I'm gonna read from 40 on down a couple. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. This world, Esau's rule, the wicked. In verse 41, the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai, shall send forth his angels, angels in them chariots, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, all the wicked, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Wow, that's beautiful. So, brothers, everybody in this truth, just gotta hearken to this word, haste to come into our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. Let's see, this is I'm gonna get this one real quick. First Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1. It says, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. Brother, I think it was elder apostle Ramrod, I didn't pronounce that name right, but Slovakia. But he brought that out. I'm pretty sure it was him. Chapter 14. Talking about speaking in the unknown tongue. And just like before I got in this truth, I heard I heard people speaking on that, and the people talking about speaking in tongues at the churches, and like they ain't speaking, they just fucking going off, man. What the hell? You got some demon on them. That's how I always felt, and brothers brought that out, and that's exactly what that means. Speaking in tongues means different language, But I was gonna get let's see, chapter 15, verse 45. I'm gonna start 44. It is sown a natural body, it is raised up a spiritual body. There's a natural body and there's a spiritual body, you know. And this is 45. And so it's written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul, and the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. It says, howbeit that was first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthly, and the second man is the second man is the Lord from heaven. As is the earthly, such are they also that are earthly, and as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. We're all born in this earthly flesh, but certain brothers, we call into this truth. We got that spirit, got that spirit on us, to seek, seek the Lord, how about Shem Shai, and a lot of the world, they're just in this flesh, they don't have that spirit. That's why it's, man. See, don't know where this one is. Yeah. Judge 10. Joshua there. 10. Okay. Let's save that one for a little bit. It's Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 4. Behold, all souls as the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right, and hath not eaten upon the mountains, neither hath lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, neither hath defiled his neighbor's wife, come near to a menstruous woman, and hath not oppressed any, but hath restored to the debtor his pledge, hath spoiled none by violence, hath given his bread to the hungry, and hath covered the naked with a garment. He that hath given not forth upon usury, neither hath taken any increase, that hath withdrawn from his hand from iniquity, hath executed true judgment between man and man. He walked in my statutes, and hath kept my judgments to deal truly. He is just, he shall surely live, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai. You know, and that's brothers, coming into this truth, we just walking, walking in the world, after all probably all kinds of wickedness, you know what I mean? We didn't know all these laws, you know, and a lot of them, it's a lot of laws we can't really, uphold with the way this world is. But brothers repenting for you know, the wrong that they commit, which we can't uphold, and being in this truth, you don't really want to, you're not prone to go off as much, we got that spirit on us to kind of keep us in order. What was I wanting to get? So this is verse 20, chapter 8, Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. And brothers was going into that, the other day, But it says the righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he had committed and keep all my statutes and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. He shall not die. And that's what we're at. That's what we're trying to do. We're seeking the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai, so that way we had that, Lord willing, we be, that in that number, the 144 and the 1/3. You know what I mean? Let's see. All right. This is a brother, Prince of Yahweh. The water for the precepts. This is Proverbs 29, verse 10. The bloodthirsty hate the upright, but the just seek his soul. And that's right. We're us being just, we're seeking salvation, through Yahweh Bashim Shai. And these damn demons out here in this world, the ungodly, they got them demons on them. Man, it's like they can sense that, they can sense the spirit on you, and they just come at you and just, they they try to, fuck with you. You know, I get it, because before I come to this truth, I did my tattoos. I put that cross, right there on, side of my head. Kind of stands out. Everybody see, how I feel. You know, this is Psalms 37:32. The wicked, the wicked watch the righteous and seek to slay him, and that's exactly what they do, man. Man, I know, like when I was out in the world, just going off, I had to die. So I have to probably close this soon. But when I was out in the world going off, I swear it's like them demons were all over, and death angels, everybody was, just they were on my ass. You know what I mean? And I was doing bad. I was, you know, and I wasn't staying sober. I was just, just losing. I was bugging out. I bugged out before I come to the truth. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, a man's going is of the Lord. You know what I mean? Because this is just a little testimony. One night it's probably 1 o'clock in the morning or so, and I felt like demons was chasing me around. People was messing with me. Trying to take me out. How I felt. You know, I was riding my bike, a little bicycle. I didn't have, my truck got impounded and all kinds of stuff. But I was riding my bicycle, and I just I was just mad, just having a little issue. But I kind of humbled myself and kind of got a little teary eyed, and I looked up, to the heavens, and I was having this thought, and my thought was, Lord, am I supposed to be here doing this right now? Because I couldn't make sense of my situation. You know what I mean? But as soon as I had that thought, and while I'm having that thought, I look up, and I seen a shooting star. As far as I know, and it shot across and then broke into three, and then it was gone. But man, that uplifted, that lifted my spirit up, because I went from just mad to a point where I got sad, and then I just kind of having a little, speaking to the Lord in my heart and my mind, and I looked up, and yeah, that kind of lifted me up. But I'm at 3%, so I'm gonna end. I'm gonna get the brother's verse, Prince of Yahweh, John 8, chapter 8, verse 47. He that is of Yahweh heareth Yahweh's words. Ye therefore hear them, not because ye are not of Yahweh. That's right, brother. We hear this. It's like, what is it? My sheep hear my voice. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close. Charge his phone before it dies. I'm gonna say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makar, Quadash, and Shalom.